Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, 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 Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Brajajana Yashodanandana Brajajana Rangana Yamuna Tirabhana Chari Yashodanandana Brajajana Rangana Yamuna Tirabhana Chari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Rangana Yamuna Tirabhana Chari Yashodanandana Brajajana Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Jaya Radha Gopi Vallabh Radha Gopi Vallabh Radhe Jaya Jagannatha Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patavami Nayana Patavami Bhavakume Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Gaurari Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Gaurari Patita Pavana Patita Pavana Patita Pavana Gaurari Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Shri Shri Radha Gopi Vallabh ki jai Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maiya ki jai Sudarshan Chakra ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Om Jnanti Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurom Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayan Rupa Kadamahyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhamritamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopah Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Nupum karoti vachalam pangum langayate girimit kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Om Pavitro Va Sarvavastham Gatopi Va Yat Smaret Pundarikakshah Sahabhyabhyantaram Suchihi. Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming. Can we do a small adjustment? This mats that are there, no? Can you just rotate it like this so that it comes till here? And you all can come a little in the front. नहीं आएगा इधर इधर okay, go that way. Because you're sitting very far, I'm feeling very impersonal. Yeah. Just 2 minutes it will take. Yeah. This perfect. Inconsiderate will just do. Till the end. Yeah. You can rotate that also. Yeah. Bring the chairs to the front. Perfect. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Yeah, this feels a little better. Otherwise, you can put 2 more rows here though. Yeah. Bhagavad Gita 3.34 we did last week. I'm just reading the verse. Translation in purport was divine is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. There are principles to regulate attachment and aversion pertaining to the senses and their objects. One should not come under the control of such attachment and aversion because they are stumbling blocks on the path of self-realization. Discuss on length on this. How even aversion can be a indirect attachment. I have stopped these things. I have stopped these things. I have stopped these things. Actually, you have not stopped. If you have stopped, you will not keep telling, I have stopped, I have stopped, I have stopped. Right? So, attachment can be seen both the ways. One is by having it, one is by leaving it. Both the ways also. So, we'll go to the next verse, a very important verse. Text number 35. Yes.
Shreyan Swadharmo Vigunaha
Shreyan Swadharmo Vigunaha
Paradharmat Swanishtitat
Paradharmat Swanishtitat
Swadharme Nidhanam Shreyah
Swadharme Nidhanam Shreyah
Paradharmo Bhayavaha.
Bhayavaha. Translation purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Lord Krishna is telling, it is far better. You all can repeat, please. It is far better to discharge one's prescribed duties, even though faultily, than another duties perfectly. Than another's duties perfectly. Destruction in the course of performing one's own duty is better than engaging in another's duties. For to follow another's path is dangerous. Purport. One should therefore discharge his prescribed duties in full Krishna consciousness rather than those prescribed for others. Materially, prescribed duties are duties enjoined according to one's psychological condition, under the physiological condition, psychophysical condition, under the spell of the modes of material nature. Spiritual duties are as ordered by the spiritual master for the transcendental service of Krishna. But whether material or spiritual, one should stick to his prescribed duties even up to death, rather than imitate another's prescribed duties. Duties on the spiritual platform and duties on the material platform may be different, but the principle of following the authorized direction is always good for the performer. When one is under the spell of modes of material nature, one should follow the prescribed rules for his particular situation and should not imitate others. For example, a Brahmana who is in the mode of goodness is non-violent, whereas a Kshatriya who is in the mode of passion is allowed to be violent. As such, for a Kshatriya, it is better to be vanquished following the rules of violence than to imitate a Brahmana who follows the principles of non-violence. Everyone has to cleanse his heart by a gradual process, not abruptly. However, when one transcends the modes of material nature and is fully situated in Krishna consciousness, he can perform anything and everything under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master. In that complete stage of Krishna consciousness, a Kshatriya may act as a Brahmana or a Brahmana may act as a Kshatriya. In the transcendental stage, the distinctions of the material world do not apply. For example, Vishwamitra was originally a Kshatriya, but later on he acted as a Brahmana. Whereas Parshurama was a Brahmana, but later on he acted as a Kshatriya. Being transcendently situated, they could do so, but as long as one is on the material platform, he must perform his duties according to the modes of material nature. At the same time, he may have a full sense of Krishna consciousness. So here, Lord Krishna is telling a very important thing. He's saying it is far better to discharge one's prescribed duties even though faultily, than another's duties perfectly. Distraction in the course of performing one's own duty is better than engaging in another's duties, for to follow another's path is dangerous. So, we all have to understand that we all have been given a body. According to what? How the body is decided? Previous karma, right? We all are supposed to go through certain purifications. There is a whole plan made for us. We all have a crystal clear plan. In this body, what we are going to do, what kind of progress we are going to make is all planned properly for us. Right? So what is that we are supposed to do? Go as per that plan. Go as per that nature. See, you have a passionate nature. That is there. You can't deny that. Right? Somebody who has a passionate nature cannot sit at a place. He has to keep doing something. Somebody who is in a sattva can sit at a place. He can meditate also, he can do certain activities. Now who is better? Sattva guna or Rajaguna? Both are same as long as they are worshipping Krishna. Somebody is a manager, somebody is a follower, somebody is a speaker, somebody is a worshipper, somebody is a pujari, somebody is a sweeper. In Krishna's eyes, everything is same. We have a nature that has been ingrained. We have been, like in software language, it is installed in us. As soon as we took birth, in this body it is installed. You can't change that. Now, what you can do with that nature? According to that nature, you should act in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, you will act in some foolish consciousness. Right? So, it is very important we take guidance in spiritual life. Not everybody gets the same instruction. Not everybody, of course, chanting of Hare Krishna is the common process across the board. But after chanting, how you are going to serve Krishna is going to be completely dependent upon your nature. And you will know your nature. Actually, in the previous days, nobody would take education without knowing their nature. You would take your children to a Gurukul and you will introduce your children to the Guru, and Guru will see your entire Kundali, child's entire Kundali, and the Guru will also understand, what are the traits of this child, how is he going to become when he grows up. This is very easy to predict. You might be thinking, Prabhu, how can anybody tell about me? Everything about you can be told. That is the Vedic science. Right? So Guru would look at all those and then he would give some services in the Gurukul for some time. And after the child does those services sometime, then the Guru will understand what is the right kind of vocation he has to get into. Whether he is a Brahmanical or Vaishya or Shudra or Kshatriya, what is the Varna that's predominating? Right? And then according to that, the Guru will give him the kind of syllabus. There is one common syllabus, there is one specific syllabus. Right? So what will happen when the child grows up, he will be satisfied and happy. Because his nature is supporting his kind of work. Otherwise what will happen? He will become frustrated. He is not enjoying what he is doing. He gets up in the morning, he curses. Why did I join Microsoft? Why did I join Salesforce? Why did I join Amazon? Why did I join, what is that other company? Many companies. Infosys, Wipro, whatever. Right? Why today there is a big problem in job satisfaction is because 99.99% people are not doing the job according to their Varna. Some people are enjoying doing their job as per their Varna. That is the reason they are going up in the management. Some people are not enjoying, but they are struggling to go up in the management. For a person who is satisfied with his career, doesn't care about appraisal. He doesn't need appraisal. To a large extent, he doesn't need increment also. He is enjoying his job. There are some people like that. Rarely to be seen. Why people make such a big hue and cry about the appraisal? Because they want to get paid for a job they don't like doing. Right? They want increment for a job they don't like doing. They are just doing it because they don't know what else to do. Right? That is the reason they make him hue and cry. Did your grandmother anytime have appraisal in a house? Your grandfather called on 1st of April, sit down, last year what curries you made, how you took care of the house, I'll give you increment, this year I'll only give 5%. What will grandmother say? I don't care about your appraisal, I'm enjoying my life. Nobody needs the appraisal. right? But appraisal is being done because somebody is trying to assess. Okay, there's nothing wrong with appraisal process. But the point is, are you doing a job that suits your nature? Very important. Now you might say, Prabhuji, I wasted my life. You know, I got retired also. Doing a job that I never figured out it, I like it or not. That's okay. In Kali Yuga, it's all Mishrama Varna. Nobody is a perfect Brahmana, nobody is a perfect Kshatriya, nobody is a perfect Vaishya, nobody is a perfect Shudra also. We are all mixed categories. And after the social media, you don't even know who you are. Like you're completely influenced, bombarded with information that you don't even know who you are.
But
So
does
it's...
God assesses us?
Huh?
Does God assesses us?
SSS matlab?
There's an assessment for the employees. Does God assess us also?
Yes, He is. Every single minute, every single second He is assessing us. Assessing us for what? Assessing us to send us more help. Training requirements. Whenever God looks at us, He makes a note. Okay, this fellow, this chapter number 3, I have to tell him once again. You know, I have to send one sadhu to his house so he can start chanting properly. I have to make sure that, you know, whatever I need to do. This fellow is too egoistic, I'll put a legal dispute on his flat. You know, this fellow is too puffed up that, you know, I am the best person. I'll make sure his wife will give him the right treatment. Right? I'll make sure his children will spit on his face so he'll lose his pride. All those things. He's making a whole list, don't worry. Ultimately, God doesn't want us to be successful in this material world. This is a very big statement I'm making.
Performance He is giving us.
Yes.
Bhakti. According to that, is He giving us bhakti or
He
bhakti
is-
is dependent on us only?
He is giving you a choice to perform bhakti. Right? He is telling you how glorious is bhakti. He is reminding you that nothing will remain except bhakti. That is what he is reminding you again and again and again. But unfortunately, nobody wants to do that only one thing. What is the difference between karma and bhakti? Karma means to work as per your desires. Bhakti means to work as per his desires. That's all. The whole chapter can be summarized in 2 lines. Karma Yoga. Karma means to work as per whose desires? Our desires. Bhakti means to work as per his desires. Khatam. Right? Om Tat Sat. Oh yeah. Entire Bhagavad Gita. That's all it is. He's telling Arjun, work as per my desire. That's Bhakti. Entire Bhagavad Gita 18 chapters Bhakti Yoga. If you really look at it. And that's where he's trying to push you towards. He is assessing us. In fact, if God is not assessing us, what is the reason for having so many devatas? What is the reason for having Yamaraj? What is the reason for having so many sadhus? At all times he is assessing us. But his assessment is to pay us more than what we can think of. In appraisal, you have an expectation, right? I want this much, otherwise I'll be unhappy. Right? That is what is happening. But in spiritual assessment, your expectation is 1, he gives us 10,000. So there is no, we should not keep expectation in spiritual assessment. Just go sit in the satsang and let the satsang change us. Satsang should affect our consciousness and we will change. If you sit sincerely in satsang, everything will happen. It will happen. Your desires also will change. Okay? So that is the power of Shravanam. Regular hearing. Here. Slowly it will change. Some people volunteer to change it fast. Anyway, so the point is according to our nature. Arjuna's nature is a Kshatriya. He can't act like a Brahmana, sitting there that, I'll not do the war, let Duryodhan take my kingdom, that's okay. That's not his nature. He might feel like that. Sometimes we get a little vairagyam and we feel that we are like a Brahmanical nature. We are not. Who knows our nature better? God knows. And through God, Guru also knows. Right? So he said, it is not your nature, don't even think about it. I went to my Siksha Guru once. I'll not share what all I told, but I told some things. He just laughed at me. It will not work for you. Go do what you're doing. Because he knows my nature. Right? My nature is certain way. Sometimes you get influenced by other nature. There's nothing wrong in that. But eventually you'll come back to your own nature only. If Arjuna would go for begging, taking a bowl, saying, Bhavati Vikshandehi, Bhavati Vikshandehi. I'll not fight because, fighting is violence, I'll just do begging. Then one fellow will come outside the house and he'll throw his bowl. Don't come to my house again. What nonsense are you doing? Something like that he'll do. What will immediately Arjuna do? He'll remove one Dhanush and kill that fellow. Huh? You're a beggar, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, I forgot. Sorry, I murdered. I'm sorry. Krishna is telling, hey Arjuna, you are a Kshatriya, what are you talking? Doesn't befit you. For what you are speaking like an impotent. You're speaking like you look like a learned man, but you're speaking like an impotent. Very heavy words he uses. What is that verse? He starts the Bhagavad Gita with that, right? Asocya manva sochastvam prajnavadam se bhashashe gatashana gatasumscha na anusochanti pandita. What is he saying here? The Supreme Personality of God said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the dead, not for the living. Not for the living, not for the dead. Pandita. Na anusochanti pandita, he's saying. So Pandita means, learned person. You're speaking like a learned person, but you're speaking foolish things. So you should understand that we should act as per our nature. At least some activities in our life we should do as per our nature. Prabhu, I'm working in office now, I don't know what to do. My entire life is messed up. I did that engineering. I don't know, God knows why I did that engineering. Now I'm stuck here. No, don't. That's okay. It's okay. You have to use that knowledge to make some money. But apart from that, take up some services for God. There you use your nature. Right? Weekend, 2 days. Luckily 2 days they spare you. In the 2 days, don't go and sleep. Don't wear a lungi and drink coffee in the morning and feel that this is my weekend. Right? Then you'll suffer from Monday to Friday. What you should do? You should use that Saturday and Sunday to such an extent that you will feel a lot of happiness. Your soul is satisfied on Saturday and Sunday. Right? That is what you should do. And you should take up services in those lines according to your nature. Organizing Rath Yatras, organizing festivals, raising donations, opening centers, doing book distribution. So many things are there. Sky is the limit if you have a desire to serve Krishna. Right? So, and come to Satsang and do some service in Satsang or cook. If you want to, burn some passion that you have, go ahead and cook, na? Cook something and bring. How much time does it take? Right? So many things you can do, but you have to perform as per your nature. We should not try to change, try to be like somebody else who we are not. You can appreciate other people for what they are, but you may not be able to be like them. You can appreciate them. This person is so nice, speaking in a certain way. You're not like that. You can appreciate him, you can try to take some good qualities from others, but your nature still remains your nature. And if you act as per your nature, you will achieve the purification that God has planned for you. Right? So somebody has a very passionate nature. So with the passionate nature, he has to manage a lot of things, he has to administer a lot of things, Kshatriya nature, right? So using that nature, if you come to Satsang, you will use that nature in opening temples, creating a whole management structure within the temple, raising funds for the temple, and through that you will become purified, you will go back to Krishna. As simple as that. But if you see the Pujari, I say, Pujari is so peaceful, no? He is only doing Aarti nicely, sitting, doing his chanting, again he is doing Aarti, again he is chanting. I think I should do like a Pujari. No. Being the Kshatriya nature, you can't do that Pujari work. Even though you will do for some time, after some time you will do administration there also. Right? Vaishya nature. Vaishyas means cow protection and distribution of resources. Right? Money handling. Vaishyas do very nicely. If I put a Vaishya, if a Vaishya comes to a satsang, what do you think he'll do? He'll make sure there is scanner code everywhere. Huh? He'll make sure that prasadam is correctly ordered, not more, not less. His entire focus is there only. Can he serve Krishna like that? Yes, of course he can serve Krishna like that. Do we need Vaishyas? We need Vaishyas. So please understand that whatever nature we have, employ it in Krishna's service. Somebody is a Shudra. Shudra means what? Very loyal, very clean, order taker, order follower. Very important. That is also very important. If everybody is giving orders, nobody follows the order, then where will the world go? Right? But they are very loyal to their employer. They don't change jobs. So you might think, am I a Shudra or a... No. In Kali Yuga, I am not even a Shudra. Shudra means very clean. Lot of qualities of Shudra are there. These are the qualities of Shudras. So, but if somebody is an order taker, sometimes I go and tell devotees, Prabhu, why don't you take some initiative? No, Prabhu, just tell what to do, I'll do. He's very clear. I don't want to make decisions. You tell Prabhu what needs to be done, I'll do. Right? That is good. There's nothing wrong in that. So immediately, this person is a very submissive, and he wants guidance and he wants to just follow what is being told. That is the quality. So he is acting according to his nature. What do I do if I am doing a job which is not as per your nature? You have to tolerate. What to do? You got that stupid degree that has no value. But now you have to show that value and you do some job. If you put a Brahmana in a marketing job, what will he do? He'll give everything for free and come back. Who is the right person for marketing job? Kshatriya. He'll go win the deals. Who is the right person for HR? What Varna suits HR? Brahmanical Varna. Hearing. Tolerantly hearing. But if you put a Kshatriya in HR position, what will happen? He'll only talk. He'll not listen to anybody. Yes, you want to say something?
I just wanted to give an example from the IT, because you talk about it.
Take the mic. Yeah. Prabhu, mic.
I was saying, can I give an example from the IT, like what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
So, I was an individual contributor, developer, means hand-on code was always there. And as we grow in terms of tenure, people around appreciate you. They would always say, why don't you become the manager? Because the manager we have, he will understand the technical challenges. But I was always like, no, I like to code. But then at the back of my mind, I had this, manager, everybody likes me, manager. And then a lot of people chorused, including, the senior people, that you become the manager. And I became the manager. And my best friend was not around that time when I took the decision. When I became the manager, and my best friend told me, you have made a big mistake. I was like, okay. I didn't understand why she said that. And when I became the manager, guess what? I'm still doing the same thing. I'm hands-on doing coding. And the people who are my team members, they are jealous. They don't like it. The peers who I have, because I'm not doing the socialization with them, they are jealous that she wants to prove everything. My superiors, they are not happy because I'm not doing the other things that just managers are supposed to do while I'm focusing only on, the coding. So nobody was happy and neither was I. So that's what I wanted to share, that how doing what you are good at, knowing that irrespective of what everybody else keeps on saying. And the first thing when I told my friend, as I said, she said, you have made a big mistake because you don't belong in that category. You're supposed to be in this only.
Correct. Many are there in that condition. Many. I was also there for a long time in that condition, where problem is money. Problem is money. Greed. Money, we call it greed, you call it recognition. You have to go up the chain, go up the chain. Go up the chain and do what? Something that you don't like to do, something that you're not made to do, something that you cannot do. You cannot do. Then you fail. Right? Happiness is very misunderstood conception. Happiness is not understood. Happiness is a expression of the soul when it is satisfied. Right? But here nobody is thinking about that. Everybody is thinking about externals of the happiness. What are the things that give us happiness? That is the problem. That is materialistic life. Krishna tells about that materialistic life. Right? Very clearly that. What are you trying to do? These are the materialistic people, these are their qualities. They satisfy their relatives, they show off to their friends, they feel great about themselves. And they also come and worship God once in a while. Right? But they're not happy. Happiness is a very precious thing which is unfortunately not trained in our society anymore. How to become happy. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radokshje ahoitaki aprahihata yayatma suprasidati. Yayatma suprasidati. Atma becomes prasidati. It becomes happy when you perform your paro dharma, which is serving God. Until then you will not find happiness. Right? In everything, when you bring God into picture, you become happy. But unfortunately, that training is not given. And people are trying to get that happiness through education, career, prosperity, and they'll not be happy. Deep inside, they're not happy. Why do people still go to temple? Even though they have a big house and they are searching for meditation. They keep searching for people to listen. Most of the time, they need people they can talk to. Nobody wants to talk to them. In the house, nobody is talking. Outside, you don't have any relationship to talk. They don't go to a satsang. Then what will happen? At least when you come to satsang, you get to talk. You get to listen from others. Outside people, they don't have nobody to talk to, nobody to listen from. What do? So you become more frustrated. On one side, you're not working as per your varna. Right? One person told me, I want to do agriculture. I said, very nice. Then he told, how much do you think I can make for 1 acre? I said, don't do agriculture. Don't do agriculture. This is not a factory machine that you go there, measure the land and say, this much I can make. Agriculture is a different varna. Right? You become satisfied with whatever you get. Even if you don't get anything, the mere activity itself satisfies you. Just the sheer feeling of doing gardening satisfies you. Whether or not, okay, you get flowers, you become more happy. You get fruits, you get more. But the whole process itself is satisfying for a person who is agriculturist. He waits for the season, according to the season he keeps. But when you want to come into agriculture and yet earn like a software engineer, what will happen? You become frustrated. Even teaching profession is like that. Brahmanical, profession it is. A true teacher enjoys teaching. And when he enjoys teaching, even the children benefit in the same way. But if he's calculating how much fees, how much children, how much this, how much that, then he cannot teach. And a real teacher doesn't get into all these things. Somebody will take care of all that. Let me focus on teaching. So is even the doctor's profession. The doctor is supposed to treat patients when they are in pain. Tell them what is good for them. But now the doctor is focusing how much he can earn with each person who comes into his room. How many tests I can write, how much money I can make, how much increment I will get, how much commission I will get. All that is thinking, where is the doctor? There is no doctor. He is just an MBBS graduate with a degree and he knows some medicine names. He can predict some things, 10%, 90% he can't predict. So he asks you to go and do all the tests. After doing all the tests, whatever is outside the range, and God knows who set that range, then he will say, okay, for this range, this is a medicine, go take. When he is doubtful, then he will tell, okay, you go to some other doctor. Is he a doctor? Is he enjoying being a doctor? No. Questionable. Right? Okay, yeah, phone on you. I just need to call my wife on it. Bro, can you give it to me? Where is the dive? Oh, give it. So, working? Oh, it looks like there is. Yeah, that's right. Everyone? Hello? Hello? What is going on? Some automatic sound is coming. Hello? I will need that. Okay, so any questions? We discussed a very important verse, right? Because this verse has to be understood, it should not be misunderstood. Don't go and say to your boss that, I know why I'm not doing well because it's not as per your nature. Whatever your nature is, employ it in Krishna's service. That is what you should do. Yeah.
Prabhuji, I was in school, so in 6th grade, we had this topic in which they taught about caste system. So in that they told in the olden times that there was Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra and Vaishya. But then they told that instead of this, there was also a hierarchy that Brahmana is the best, after that Kshatriya, then Vaishya, then Shudra. So they used to tell that Shudra are like the beggars, like they don't know what to do. And then they told Vaishya the retailers, they used to do like merchantship. And Kshatriya used to go for wars and used to be kings. And Brahmanas used to be the people who led the Kshatriyas. So is that right or?
That's partially right. They have not taught properly. Can a society run without Shudras? No. Can it run without Vaishyas? No. Can it run without Kshatriyas? No. It cannot run without Brahmanas also. Brahmanas are like the head of the body. If the entire body is the whole ecosystem, Brahmanas are the head. Right? But only head, what will it do? Nothing it can do, right? So head needs some arms to work and do certain things, right? With the Kshatriyas, arms and muscles, right? And Vaishyas are the nervous system, which sends all the needed things everywhere. So the whole body is nourished. And Shudras are the legs, which make you do things. So all four are important. There is no caste system. There is no word called caste in Vedas. There is no word called caste. We call it Varna. Chatur Varnam Maya Seshtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. I have created these 4 Varnas. Right? Who created? Krishna only created. Are there Brahmanas in Argentina? There have to be. Are there Kshatriyas in South Africa? There have to be. Are there Vaishyas in Australia? There has to be. Are there Shudras in France? Has to be. Understand the concept. This is beyond country, this is beyond caste system, this is Varna, your nature. There are people fitting into all these 4 natures around the world. And when they do their work according to that nature, they will become satisfied. This is not caste system. Of course, Brahmanas are respected more because they think. They give the right advice. They are having knowledge of the Vedas. They have patience. They have tolerance. Those things are ingrained in their nature. So they're respected because they can give the right advice to society without any greed. Brahmana is not supposed to give any advice which will give him benefit. Brahmana always gives advice which will give society benefit. Right? Now, a Kshatriya is supposed to protect the Brahmanas. That is a prime quality of a Kshatriya. He is supposed to protect the Brahmanas. He is supposed to take advice. Whenever Dasharath had to make a decision, he would call Vashishta. Please come, I want to discuss with you. When Dhritarashtra has to make a decision, he would call Vidura. Please come, I want to discuss with you. Right? So that is a nature. Chandragupta Maurya would call Chanakya. Please tell me what to do. Right? So you should understand that there is appreciation at both the ends. Kshatriya is doing perfect administration. Kshatriya doesn't just go and do war. War is the last resort. But even to do a war, the advice is given by Brahmana only. Okay, now it's time to do the war. Sorry?
So, based on your nature, you belong to one of these Chaturvarnas. So when the people die and then for the next birth, is it like whatever the Varna you belong in the previous birth, will he maintain to that? Or
May or may not be.
Right.
May or may not be. Your next birth you can be in a different Varna altogether. Yeah. So, you may be in the same Varna, you may not be in the same Varna, that's not something. But your Guru will tell you. Like the Guru will tell you, what is your right Varna? Like that. The Vedic system is so beautifully designed, and problem is we are not going as per the design right now. We are completely haphazardly doing whatever we want. So it's very difficult to explain also now, Mataji.
So Varna is the nature, it's not the nature of soul, it is the nature of the body that is.
Yeah. It's not nature of the soul. Varna is, nature of the soul is Gopi Padakamalaya or Dasa Dasana Dasas. You know, he is a servant of God. In different rasas, Madhurya Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, Sakya Rasa, different exchanges with God. That is there in the spiritual world. That is different. When he comes to the material world, in order to function in the material world, to cleanse his consciousness, a Varna is given. It's a software loaded on your body. And as per the modes of material nature, the Varna acts. Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. According to that guna, you will be inclined to act. And people act like that. You can't go and change somebody's nature. He is like that only, she is like that only. You can't do anything. But this whole ecosystem will work nicely in proper guidance. There are some kings who try to make their children into Kshatriya, but they could not. What is it? Mughal king? I think Tipu Sultan had a brother also, I believe. I'm forgetting that. Hyder Ali wanted that son to become a great ruler, but he couldn't. He said, I can't. I'm more inclined in reading. I'm more inclined in poetry and all. He went away. Another son became a king, something like that. So what they did, that's a different thing. And this is nature. Some people don't have a nature to fight. What will you do? You're an army family, your father is army, your grandfather is in army. You are not in army, what to do? You don't have that nature. Right? So you have to assess as per that nature. And there is a whole Vedic system in which you are supposed to function. Then you will be happy. Everything. Work, your marriage, everything will be happy if you work as per that. But problem is you don't want to go with that. You are just attracted to the physical, outside. Oh, beautiful girl, handsome boy, rich man, let me marry. That's how you are thinking. You will not be happy. Well, who is taking your natures? The whole aspect of matching the Kundali is what? Nature. Very important. Very, very important. It's not a thumb rule, but see, whatever I'm telling can't be followed right now. I'm telling you outrightly. Because to follow that, you need the similar-minded parents, similar-minded friends, similar-minded so many people around you. Then you can follow a lot of those things. Like in Indian Vedic marriage system, the difference between a boy and a girl has to be at least 10 years. 10 years gap. Why? Anyone tell why?
Maturity of a person.
Who's maturity? Boy or girl?
Boy.
Why does he have to be 10 years older? Shakti. Woman is Shakti. Right? She is far, far more intelligent than a man. Right? Now this reality people will not understand. Right? If she is 10 years younger to you, there is a chance that you can match to her intelligence. Otherwise what will happen? Almost the same age, she will predominate. And this fellow is a man who considers himself Purusha. False ego, man ego will be there. He can't accept that. Then both will be fighting like cats and dogs. Forever. Right? I'm just giving one example. When a marriage match is made, so many things are seen. Her nature, his nature, how many are matching, what he likes, what she likes. Not things, choices, how they think. So many things are there. And then they also see the families. Then they also see the age difference. They also see, this is the way a design is there to make the marriage work. But now, girl is sitting in Starbucks. This fellow goes inside, some Bollywood song rings in both their head, they feel it is love. Then bhav, bhav, bhav. After that, what remains? Attraction, physical attraction, only. There is nothing except that. And physical attraction will go away, it's just a matter of time. It will just go away. Oh, everybody, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. After some time, I want to be beautiful, I want to be beautiful. After some time, I can be beautiful, I can be beautiful. Then you don't know what is beautiful.
Can't be good. I can't be good.
Right? This is a problem. You're looking for that attraction. It will not be there. Service-based relationships, a big topic in itself. But Krishna is saying, whatever is your nature, act according to that. Don't try to be somebody like my wife. She doesn't have to be a manager in some company to get my respect. She can be a manager of my house. Very important, right? Very important. So you should understand who is happy doing what. Is she happy doing what? She is very happy. If she is happy, I'll be happy. Okay? If I am happy, she'll be happy. How will you be happy? When you act as per your nature, not as per what money says. And by the way, when you act as per your nature, won't you make money? Automatically you'll make. You don't have to do anything extra. That fundamental thing people are not understanding. Just allow people to act as per their nature. Right? Once, what is it, Hollywood actor, his name is Tom Hanks. You know that? Right? They call him Oscar boy also. Right? He used to get so many Oscars. So many Oscars, one after the other. Any movie he'll do, he'll get an Oscar. There was a time when he was getting like 3 or 4 Oscars, best actor. Once, when he took an Oscar, first Oscar when he took, he made a statement, in that, while taking the award. He said, I'm the most fortunate man alive. Why? Because the only thing I know is acting, and you're giving me Oscar for it. Right? That statement means a lot. That is exactly what Krishna is telling you. Not exactly, but try to take the essence out of it. That fellow is telling, the only thing I know to do is acting. He loves to do acting. Whether you pay him or not, he'll do acting. You understanding? Whether you pay him or not, he'll do acting because that he likes to do. Reading a script, going and acting, he likes to do. Hmm? And then somebody comes and gives you Oscar. How do you feel? Oh, wait a second. I was not expecting this. By the way, I'm very happy. Just imagine if I tell you all, if you eat gulab jamun, I'll give you 1 lakh rupees. What do you do? Pagal ho gaya kya? I'll anyway eat gulab jamun. मेरे को अच्छा लगता है गुलाब जामुन. Everybody, 1 gulab jamun, 1 lakh I'm making a payment. That is how Tom Hanks was feeling when he took the Oscar. That anyway I'll act. Whether you give me Oscar or no, whether you give me money or no, I'll anyway act. But you give me Oscar for that? I am the most fortunate man. Right? So in the same way, if we choose a profession in life that is according to our varna, the profession itself will give you satisfaction. Forget about what money you make out of it. That's not in your hands. Yes, bro.
Why there is lot of difference in the same family, but not from the same blood the family has and a lot of difference among the same family. They don't correlate with each other at all. In that case, what do you
Same family, what
Same
family?
One family. Father, mother,
They're all different, they all have different varnas. What do you do?
but the same blood.
Huh?
Same blood is the same, no?
Even mosquito has the same blood.
So that doesn't play any part.
Off the mic. That is the biggest problem today, no? The doctor wants his son to become doctor only. The actor wants to make his son actor only. We are suffering in the movies. Stupid idiots are coming as actors. Isn't it? उसको acting आता नहीं है. My Pitashri is an actor. He's a great, he's a great actor. Does it mean his son also will become actor? Huh? He is acting to look like an actor. Frustrated acting because he doesn't know acting. Nepotism we call it, right? It's all going on. A singer's son has to be a singer. Is it possible? Huh? It's not possible. It's a gift of God. It's a skill. In the same family, people can be different. People are different. Of course, if you follow the Garbhadana Sanskar, which is a very authorized process, where male and female, they chant God's names for 8-10 hours before they get into the engagement of procreation. Then the soul that will be sent are according to their nature. Okay, so that is the thing. So that's the whole Vedic process. The first sanskar is Garbhadana Sanskar. After that, Namakaran. After that, everything else. Nobody follows the Garbhadana Sanskar now. But male and female have a clear objective why they got married. Right? And then they discuss with each other. Okay, let's get a devotee child. And then they chant God's name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. 64 rounds they'll do. 8-10 hours. And after that they'll say, okay, now is the right muhurta. Let's do the act of procreation. And then, according to their consciousness, the soul is sent. Then you will have the similar varna. Sometimes there is a good possibility that a Brahmana will take birth in a family of a Brahmana. A Kshatriya will take birth in a family of a Kshatriya. But right now it is not like that. It's all Mishna Varna. A Brahmana has a Kshatriya child, Kshatriya has a Shudra child, Shudra has a Brahmana child, everywhere, everything. But it's okay. It's okay. Family is not combined like that, it's okay. But at least identify individual Varna and go as per that. Don't expect. And karma is also a very big factor, right? One is Varna, and is karma. You are a very rich man. Your son's karma is he has to be poor. He'll come and ruin entire empire that he created. He'll go and beg on the road and he'll keep shouting, oh, my son he came with a karma. You also are meant to go through some karma like that. So between all these things, we get frustrated. Instead of getting frustrated, understand, okay, this is my karma. I cannot make the whole society happy. Society will consider that I am a failure. That's okay if they consider I am a failure. Am I a success in my heart? In the heart of my heart, am I a successful man? That is more important.
What if the Indian marries a foreigner? They are in two different categories of thinking and their rituals.
So what?
Then they just want to marry. They don't believe in all those things. Then what happens?
You're only calling it a ritual. Huh? What's the point in doing a ritual? Why so important for rituals? And the spirit behind that is not there. What is the meaning of the ritual? You go and marry in a church or in a temple. You don't know the meaning of marriage. What difference does it make? No difference it makes.
They decided to marry.
Huh?
They decided to get
Okay,
married.
Baba. They decided to marry. So what is the problem?
Indian society and that society, how do
Okay, what does it mean to be an Indian?
they born in India, lived in India?
Okay, what does it mean to be an Indian? If you are saying I'm Bharatiya, I'm Indian, what does it mean to be? How do I differentiate an American and an Indian? If I ask you a question, how do you differentiate?
Their culture is different and our culture is different, but both are human beings.
Both are human beings, Baba, but what are you supposed to do? What is their culture? An Indian, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Bharata Varsha Bhailo, whoever takes birth in the Bharat Varsha, he is supposed to learn Vedas and teach Vedas to the whole world. Are you doing that? You are working in Infosys. You are working in Wipro. What difference does it make? You marry from Bhutan, Uganda or America, what does it make? No difference. You don't know who you are. You are living like a Westerner. Your choices are Western. Your thoughts are Western. You are marrying a Western. What is the big problem? If you are a true Indian, you will learn Bhagavad Gita and you will teach Bhagavad Gita everywhere. That is needed. That is what is the need of the hour. But if you are not doing that, you are more bothered about your children becoming IIT, IIM, ISB and earn 50, 60, 1 crore. Right? And then you talk about, no, our culture is different. What culture are you talking about? Where is the culture? There is no culture. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maitunam. Samanya, Etat, Pashu, Narana. Everybody is Pashu, living like a Pashu. What culture are we talking about? Culture means what? We discussed about it long time ago. Culture means a conducive environment with a proper process to achieve a goal. That is culture. Not what you wear, how you worship. No, it's not culture. What is your goal? What is your goal? The goal is all westernized. Why do you say they are Western, I am Eastern? You are also Western only. In ISKCON there are many devotees who are Western, but their goal is Eastern. Their goal is Bhakti. They are better Indians than Indians. You know? So it's okay. People can marry anybody. People can marry anybody and they'll get what they deserve to get as per their karma. Okay. I know it's a very heavy verse, but it has to be understood. 36.
Arjuna Uvacha
Arjuna Uvacha
Atha Kena Prayuktoyam
Atha Kena Prayuktoyam
Papam Charati Purushaha
Papam Charati Purushaha
Anichannapi Varshneya
Anichan Api Varshneya
Baladiva Niyojitaha
Baladiva Niyojitaha. Translation. Arjuna said, O descendant of Vrishni, by what is one impelled to sinful acts, even unwillingly, as if engaged by force? Wow, what a question is asking. Right? Arjuna, O descendant of Vrishni, by what is one impelled to sinful acts, even unwillingly, as if engaged by force? I don't want to do this, but something inside me is forcing me to do. I am feeling guilty after I do it. See, I did this. What is that force? Purport. A living entity, as part and parcel of the Supreme, is originally spiritual, pure and free from all material contaminations. Therefore, by nature is not subject to the sins of the material world, but when he is in contact with the material nature, he acts in many sinful ways without hesitation and sometimes even against his will. As such, Arjuna's question to Krishna is very sanguine as to the perverted nature of the living entities. Although the living entity sometimes does not want to act in sin, he is still forced to act. Sinful actions are not, however, impelled by the super soul within, but are due to another cause, as the Lord explains in the next verse. So, a very fundamental question Arjuna is saying. That, okay, you're telling act as per my nature, but why am I performing sins? Even though I don't want to perform, I'm performing sins. What is this? What is that is forcing me? Right? Very relevant. Let's see the answer now. 37.
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Shri Bhagavan
काम एष क्रोध एषः
Rama Esha Krodha Esha
रजोगुणसमुद्भवः
Rajoguna Samudbhavaha
महाशनो महापाप्मा
Mahashano Mahapapma
विद्येनमिह वैरणम्
Vidikenam Ihavairanam. Can somebody read the first paragraph? Perfect. Hare Krishna? Yeah. Oh, translation I didn't read, okay. Yeah. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion and later transformed into wrath, and which is the all-devouring sinful enemy of this world. Kama esha krodha esha rajo guno sabudbhava. Very, very famous verse. Right? Mahashano mahapatma vidike enam iha vairinam. So it is lust only. Arjuna, it is lust only which gets triggered through passion. Lust means what?
Desires to enjoy.
Desire to enjoy, self-centric towards you. Everybody has a desire to enjoy. There's nothing wrong in desire to enjoy. Come on, even I want to enjoy. But when I keep everything in the center of myself, I have to enjoy. I don't care if others enjoy or not. I have to enjoy. When that I becomes more prominent, then it is called lust. Primarily, you don't want God. You don't care about God's enjoyment. You care about your enjoyment. Like on festival days, we are supposed to do activities for God's enjoyment. But what are people doing now? Their enjoyment. Ganesh Chaturthi, what are they doing? They are doing breakdance in front of Ganpati. Who is enjoying? Ganpati is enjoying. Every year he is tortured with all kinds of things in front of him. Kambola people are playing, right? All breakdance they are doing. Stupid movie songs they are singing in front of Ganeshji. Right? Is that God's enjoyment? No, it is their enjoyment. That is lust. And how is it triggered? Through passion, Rajoguna. People with Rajoguna. When Rajoguna person becomes lusty, he will burn the whole world for his enjoyment. Deadly combination. Rajoguna means what? Passionate. He wants to do. You're not normally supposed to do one, he'll do 10. And that person becomes lusty, then what will happen? He'll completely burn the whole world for his enjoyment. Example is Hiranyakashipu. Right? He wanted to enjoy. And he was lusty. What did he do? He completely ruined the whole world for my enjoyment. Right now you are seeing one fellow, right? American president. What is he doing? All for his enjoyment. All for his enjoyment. This is very dangerous. When there is a leader sitting with that quality, he will ruin the whole world for his enjoyment. Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava. Very dangerous. Let's read the purport. Yeah. Can somebody take the mic and read the first paragraph?
When a living entity comes in contact with the material creation, his eternal love for Krishna is transformed into lust in association with the mode of passion. Or In other words, the sense of love of God becomes transformed into lust, as milk in contact with sour tamarind is transformed into yogurt. Then again, when lust is unsatisfied, it turns into wrath. Wrath is transformed into illusion, and illusion continues the material existence. Therefore, lust is the greatest enemy of the living entity, and it is lust only which induces the pure living entity to remain entangled in the material world. Wrath is the manifestation of the mode of ignorance. These modes exhibit themselves as wrath and other corollaries. If, therefore, the mode of passion, instead of being degraded into the mode of ignorance, is elevated to the mode of goodness by the prescribed method of living and acting, then one can be saved from the degradation of wrath by spiritual attachment.
Hare Krishna. Right? So, very clearly, lust is very dangerous, and when it's combined with rajo, it is very, very dangerous. How do you save yourself? Raise yourself to Sattva. Start making some right choices. Right? Yeah, second paragraph. Somebody else can read? Pass the mic. Yeah.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead expanded himself into many of his ever-increasing spiritual bliss, and the living entities are parts and parcel of this spiritual bliss. They also have partial independence, but by misuse of their independence, when the surface attitude is transformed into the prosperity of sense enjoyment, they come under the sway of lust. This material creation is created by the Lord to give facility to the conditioned souls to fulfill these lustful prosperities. And when completely baffled by prolonged lustful activities, the living entities begin to inquire about their real position.
Right? So here it's being told that we are originally pure. All of us are originally completely pure because we are part of Krishna. But because we have got to come in contact with these modes of material nature, our choices are making us bad. Like the drop that falls from the rain is very pure. But if it falls on the ground, then what happens? It becomes muddy. In the same way, we are also like that. We are originally very, very pure. We are all originally very, very pure. But when we fall into this material world, which is predominated by tamoguna, rajoguna, sattvaguna, then what will happen? We become impure.
Yet, creativity is created by the Lord to give vent to your propensities. So, in a way,
Krishna is facilitating. Yeah. So material creation. Why did he create the material world? So that we can fulfill our materialistic desires.
God will also stop us from taking the wrong path.
Yeah. So, Prabhu, for example, how would you treat a patient? You have to treat him in a way that the best treatment is such a way that he enjoys his treatment also and gets treated also. Right? If you put him in a very repulsive place, he will not take the treatment. Same way, when God has created his material world, and he created Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, and he is given a certain duration of time, in the duration of time, try to enjoy at the same time, get corrected in your consciousness before you leave. And again, next birth is giving you a fresh chance. Rather than suffering in one birth, he makes you forget everything in past life and again gives a new life. And he again throws you into a situation where you can still enjoy your desires, but through that enjoyment you also learn. Some people are averse towards bad habits. How they are averse towards bad habits? Because in past life they did all that. They suffered also. They got corrected also. They died. Now they are, by nature, they are like, okay, I need to take guidance. I will not do anything without guidance. Like that.
Lust is actual meaning is vasana, like sexual desire, right? Or it can be linked to other desire as well.
No, lust doesn't mean sexual desire.
But mostly lust.
That is how it is interpreted.
Yeah.
That is how it is told. The word lust is directly interrelated to sex. That is how it is, but that's not the case. Lust is much higher than that. Of course, that is the highest desire of a living entity in this material world. Right? But Lust means when it is purely centric towards your own enjoyment, keeping God aside, keeping everybody aside. That is lust. I have a fruit, I want to eat this fruit, that's lust. But I keep it in front of Krishna and then eat, that's bhakti. Very subtle. Yeah, so originally we are all pure. Yes, ma'am.
Deep selfish desire.
Deep selfish desire. That is lust. Yeah, so eventually we get baffled also. You want to enjoy in this material world, eventually you give up also. That you can't really enjoy in this material world. This place is not for your enjoyment. You'll understand that. And then you'll give up. That's realization. Maturity. For a period of time you'll understand. The sooner you understand, the more you'll enjoy this world. The later you understand, the more you'll suffer in this world. Can you enjoy in material world? You can enjoy in material world when you know you can't enjoy here. Right? If you are not understanding that, you're trying to enjoy in this material world, you can't. Next paragraph. Anybody say? Yeah, you can give. No, you can give. Achha, go ahead.
This inquiry is the beginning of Vedanta Sutras, wherein it is said, Ato Brahma,
Little far. Yeah.
Ato Brahma Jignasa.
Athato Brahma Jignasa.
One should inquire into the Supreme, and the Supreme is defined in Srimad Bhagavatam as Janmadya Asya Yato Navyat Itatasa Cha, or the origin of everything is the Supreme Brahman. Therefore, the origin of lust is also in the Supreme. If into Krishna consciousness, or in other words, desiring everything for Krishna, then both lust and wrath can be spiritualized. Hanuman, the great savior of Lord Rama, exhibited his wrath by burning the golden city of Ravan, but by doing so, he became the greatest devotee of the Lord. Here also in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord induces Arjuna to engage his wrath upon his enemies for the satisfaction of the Lord. Therefore, the lust and the wrath, when they are employed in Krishna consciousness, become our friends instead of our enemies.
It is self-explanatory, right? All understood. Okay. Let's go to the next verse. 38.
धूमेन प्रियतो वह्निः
ध्रुवेन म्रियते वह्निः
यथा दर्शो मलेन च
यथा दर्शो मलेन च
यदोल्फेनावृते गर्भः
यथोल्पेनावृतो गर्भः
तथा तेनेदमावृतम्
तथा तेनेदमामृतम्. As fire is covered by smoke, as a mirror is covered by the dust, or as the embryo is covered by the womb, the living entity is similarly covered by different degrees of this lust. It's a very scientific verse. Each example that Krishna is giving is related to Rajoguna, Tamoguna, Satoguna. What three things he's saying? Fire is covered by smoke. Mirror is covered by dust. Embryo is covered by womb. Right? The living entity is similarly covered by different degrees of lust. Yeah. So, can somebody read the purport? Yeah, we can give to Prabhuji. Here in the front row. Yeah.
There are 3 degrees of covering.
Just on it. Thoda dur lagake.
There are 3 degrees of covering of the living entity by which his pure consciousness is obscured. This covering is but lust under different manifestations like smoke in the fire, dust on the mirror, and womb about the embryo. When lust is compared to the smoke, it is understood that the fire of the living spark can be little perceived. In other words, the living entity exhibits his Krishna consciousness slightly. He may be likened to the fire covered by the smoke. Although the fire is necessary when there is smoke, there is no overt manifestation of fire in the early stage. This stage is like the beginning of Krishna consciousness. The dust on the mirror refers to the cleansing process of the mirror of the mind by so many spiritual methods. The best process is to chant the holy names of the Lord. The embryo covered by the womb is the analogy illustrating the helpless position for a child in the womb. So helpless that cannot even move.
So can you hold the mic below? Just hold it below. नहीं ऐसे इधर पकड़ नीचे माइक इंस्ट्रूमेंट को नीचे पकड़ दिया.
The embryo covered by the womb is an analogy illustrating a helpless position for the child in the womb is so helpless that he cannot even move. This stage of living condition can be compared to that of the trees. The trees are also living entities, but they are being put in such a condition of life by such a great exhibition of lust that they are almost void of all consciousness. The covered mirror is compared to the birds and the beasts, and the smoke covered fire is compared to the human beings. In the form of the human beings, the living entity may revive a little Krishna consciousness, and if he makes further development, the fire of the spiritual life can be kindled in the human form of the life. Be careful handling of the smoke in the fire. The fire can be made to blaze. Therefore, the human form of life is the chance for the living entity to escape the entanglement of material existence. In the human form of life, one can conquer the enemy lust by cultivation of Krishna consciousness under the able guidance.
Right? So in this, Srila Prabhupada is so beautifully explaining that what does it mean when you say fire and smoke, human beings? What does it mean when you say dust on a mirror, other living entities? Right? And what does it mean finally, a person completely, in the womb? Right? What is he saying here? Trees. Very difficult. They can't move also. They can't do anything. Very difficult to revive them. The separation that you have with God is very thick in that situation. You are completely dependent on somebody else to pull you out. Right? And your next level, you are completely dependent on somebody to clean you. And the highest is human beings, where you are like smoke, but smoke can be removed. You are very close. Just if you increase the fire, the smoke will go. Right? So here Krishna is telling that in different degrees everybody is covered. Just think about a tree. A tree is standing naked. It's a living entity. Nalakuvera and Manikriva, they were trees. They were devatas, they were given the tree bodies because they wanted to pose themselves naked. They liked their bodies so much, they were posing themselves naked in front of some woman in the water, and when Narad Muni came, they did not care about Narad Muni's arrival. They were like that, only naked. Then Narad Muni felt, oh, you are so proud to be naked, then you be naked. Become trees. Right? And they suffered. They suffered being a tree. Just imagine, do you want to become a tree next life? Somebody has to come near you, then only you will see them. Then only you will feel them. You can barely hear anything. Right? It's an immense treatment given by the nature to become a tree. Right? Somebody wants to show off, I am naked, look at me, all these heroines. They'll become trees in next life. What do? You want to remain naked, right? Remain. A little conscious, they might become, animals. Animals also remain naked. Then human beings. Then they'll say, human being, okay, now you are supposed to control your desires. Not disturb anybody else's desires. Wear clothes properly. Right? Don't disturb others by your clothing, by your actions, by your words. Invest more in self-realization. Good. You'll go back to Krishna. It's very important. It's very important. But unfortunately, people are not understanding this. And they are making wrong choices. Right? We are living in a very dangerous world, Professor Nathis. Very, very dangerous world. Our little lack of concentration, misuse of our independence can put us in a horrible situation in next life. You might be thinking, Brahma, I'm fine now. What is the use of your fine when your next life is going to be horrible? Be very careful on your choices, on your words, on your actions. Karma is counting everything. Whole world may not know, but Yamaraj knows everything. And Krishna knows everything. We are the witness of everything. Our actions and our intentions may be different, but both are seen by the nature. And you will get a body according to that. And you can't complain. You can't complain. Yesterday Prabhupada's quote was that only, no? Yesterday, day before. You want to swim? Why to swim like a man? Become a fish. You are very fond of swimming? Then become a fish. Krishna will also feel, oh, you are very fond of swimming, okay, become a fish in next life. My goal of life is to become the best Olympic swimmer. Then Krishna will feel, oh, really? That gives you so much happiness? Become a fish. Become a shark. Go ahead. My goal of life is to do gymnastics, one pole to another pole. What will become next life? Monkey. Why to take training? Inborn skills you'll have to jump from one branch to another branch. Enjoy. After taking birth as a human being, what are you doing all this nonsense? All other animals are doing that. I want to become Usain Bolt. I want to run, 100 meters in how many seconds now? I don't know. 9, 10 seconds now? Huh? 9.8 seconds. So you want to become like that. What will you become in next life? Huh? You can become a rabbit, I don't know. What are so many things, right? Horse. Run! Why to unnecessarily use the human body for that? I am giving a perfect body to do that. Right? Lust in different coverings, in different living entities. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So we should realize what is important for us. Everything, don't try to be self-centric to your desires. Think a little more than that. Why did I take birth? Rojan Mate, this discussion, how many people are having outside, you tell me? Think about it. How many colleges are teaching this to their children? Your choices can give you a very horrible next destination. Nobody is speaking. And people are doing whatever they want. People are doing whatever they want. They all will be going through a lot of suffering, unnecessary suffering, no? If somebody would have trained you, you will not go into that. Right? You will be very careful about your current life. And don't try to be careful and lead a pious life here. Lead a Krishna conscious life. That is even better. You will not have next life only. What is the use of being pious whole life and feel that, okay, I lived a very respectful life, I didn't disturb anybody, but you'll come back again. Goal is, don't come back again. Material world is given by God to correct us. So get corrected and go out. Okay? Yeah, next 39. Give the mic for Yes, Madhu.
One version of this that's coming, I'm understanding if I can ask.
No, go ahead.
So, the way it's written, the way I'm looking at it, that we all have that fire within us, which is covered by smoke. And a lot of times, the smoke is there and the fire is very little. And it is the dirt around that actually creates the smoke. So it is the dirt in us. But we all have that fire.
Yes.
That's why smoke is there. So that is why this fire is compared with the Krishna conscious that we all have. But we need to clean, and we can clean because the dust on the mirror can easily be cleaned. And the mirror comes as is. As You just clean the dirt and the mirror, the original.
But somebody has to
shine.
clean.
Somebody has to clean.
Yeah, or you have to follow a process.
You have to follow the process. That's what it says. By the process, you can do that. And then you have to be in the helpless position.
Yeah.
If we are not in that helpless position, then when you are in that helpless position, I'm just there. When the time comes, when it finishes, then only I will be delivered. Like the child gets delivered, and you get the human life only after being totally helpless.
Yes.
And then in the form of human being, the living entity may revive a little Krishna conscious, and if he makes further development, the fire of spiritual life can be kindled in the human form of life.
Very nicely put. Problem is we are not helpless. That
We
is the
don't
problem.
think we are helpless. We actually are helpless. We don't think. We think we are, I have money, I have power, I have protection, I have everything. I'm not helpless. But actually we are very helpless.
Very helpless. The more spiritual life we lead, we realize how helpless we are. Right? If you read the bhajans of all the great acharyas, in all sampradayas, one common thing that you see is helplessness and call for help. Everybody, all bhajans, whether you South Indian bhajans, North Indian bhajans, East Indian bhajans, Western bhajans, whichever, if it's a bhajan, it's a prayer. Prayer means you are helpless. You are admitting that you are helpless. Can I conquer lust? I can't conquer lust. Krishna, please help me. Please help me. I'm inside an embryo. Please help me. I'm covered by dust. Please cleanse me. Cheto darpana marjanam. Cheto darpana marjanam. Darpan means mirror. Cheto darpana marjanam. Bhav mahat vavagni nirvapanam. Shreya kairiva chandrika vitranam. Vidyavadu jivanam. Anandam buddhivartanam pratipadam purnam swadanam. Sarvatma sthapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts with this in Shishtashtaka. He says that chanting the names of God will cleanse the dust which is accumulated for millions of lives. It will. But you have to be sincere. And chanting means to cry. There used to be a sannyasi, His Holiness Gaur Govind Maharaj. He used to tell, we in ISKCON society is a school for teaching people how to cry. ISKCON society is a school to teach people how to cry. We are not crying. How many times we are crying? Crying completely dependent on God. Begging, help me. We are not crying. That is a problem. We are going to temple, we are not crying. We are sitting in satsang, we are not crying. Our egos is stopping the cry. Why should I cry? Materialistic life is teaching us that you should not cry. If you cry, it is seen as weakness. No, crying is strength. If you cry in front of God, that is strength. Crying in front of parents is strength. Crying in front of respectable seniors is strength. How is it strength? Because they can give you that strength. Teach your children to cry. No problem. Very important. Helplessness. Hey Gopinath, please help me. My lust is killing me. My desires are killing me. I'm not able to control my senses. My intentions are very impure. I am acting as if I'm a great person, but I'm not. Deep inside, I'm a demon. You know that. I know that. Help me. Help me. Right? That prayer is so powerful. It will invoke Krishna to come right from the Vaikuntha, taking Garuda in his hands, and he'll come here and tell, I have come to help you. because you called. We are not calling. We are not calling like that. We are just calling time pass thoda thoda. When Gajendra cried, he cried. There was no hesitation. Gajendra was the king of elephants. So many wives. You might feel bad. Elephant body, they also enjoy. Elephant's biggest weakness is sex. You know how an elephant is caught? Huh?
Yes, yes.
You know how an elephant is caught? Prabhuji knows. They put a big ditch, huge ditch, and the female elephant is meant to stand there. And this male elephant will go towards the female elephant, fall in the ditch. And then that elephant is not given food for 10-15 days. It is beaten every day by one small fellow. 5 feet fellow will be beating it. No food, no water. For elephant, food is everything. The elephant will become scared of that fellow. Right? And then after 15 days it will be pulled out. And that small little fellow will tell, sit, it will sit. Stand, it will stand. For what? For food. It loses its intelligence. How did it start? Lust. Lust towards opposite sex. And then so many wives Gajendra had. He was a king, most powerful, not like a Chotamata elephant. Past life he was Indradunya, Maharaj. He did one small mistake because of that he got an elephant body. Right? Now, when that crocodile caught him, he cried. For some time he fought. For some time he was trying to kick the crocodile away. But crocodile also was a very powerful entity. He was pulling him down, pulling him down, pulling him down. Days are passing. His wives are one by one wife is going away. Saying, Tata, bye bye. I have some work. I'm going. You figure it out. You come after you are free. No wife is going into the water and kicking the crocodile. Because they are also scared. What if he leaves him and catches me? Right? None of the relatives came to save him. None of anybody. Then he called out a prayer. He called out a prayer. Right? Sorry, the Gajendra Moksha prayers, I am not by-hearted. But it's a beautiful prayer of a living entity. Very good. He says the one who saves everybody, the one who is the savior of everyone, the one who is the most powerful, the one who is the only destination for every prayer, the one who answers all the prayers, that person I am calling. Something like that. A little more after that also. Lord Shiva is like, okay, I'll go. Immediately hears the prayer. Wait, I can't go. Brahma is like, okay, let me. Oh, no, I can't go. Indra is like, I can't go. Why he can't go? Because the prayer is not for them. Because you have to qualify for that prayer. Now, who are you calling? The prayer is not for them. Then all the devatas are sitting, Hare, this fellow is dying. He called, I want to go and help. But I can't help. Because he's not calling me. And they know whom they are calling. And that Narayan is sitting in Vaikuntha with Lakshmi Devi. He hears the prayers and immediately he jumps from Ananta Sesha and he tells Garuda, you sit behind me, I will drive today. Garuda says, Swami, I am the fastest, more faster than mind. And Narayan says, you don't mind. Sit behind me because my devotee is calling me. My devotee is calling me. He's called me, not anybody else. He's called me. And he comes at a pace that can't be explained. And the final prayer, Gajendra says, he lifts a rose petal from somewhere, a lotus maybe on the water, and he picks up the lotus and says, okay, Swami, you don't need to save me. I'm not asking you to come and save me. Just accept my prayer. Accept this flower for you. Don't save me. I don't deserve to be saved. Death is anyway inevitable. I'll go. Take this. Narayan cannot stop himself. It's like, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? He just rushes there. And he comes and pulls Gajendra out saying that and kills the crocodile and says, you're done. You're done. Oh my God. It's a beautiful scene of love. Pure love. Purest love. Prayer. Triggered by the prayer. Because Gajendra understood he's helpless. He's helpless. You have to become helpless, Re Baba. That is a problem. I'm not helpless. I'm not helpless. I'm not helpless. You have to become helpless. And you have to ask. No ego. In front of God, no ego. Ask. Help me. When will you know that you're helpless? When you know what is your disease. That is the biggest problem. Biggest problem of a patient is not the treatment. Biggest problem is his lack of awareness of the disease. Doctors 90% time goes in explaining, hey, you have this disease. Understand you have this disease. Gurus 90% of the time goes in explaining people the disease. Treatment to क्या है 10 मिनट में दे देगा वो. ये tablet ले, ये मत खा, ये खा, don't eat this, tinako, tinu. That's it. That is the treatment, right? How much time does it take to write the prescription? Chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Hare. 2 more rounds left. Treatment not properly taken. So I have to finish that. Clear prescription. This much I have to chant, ni karma. You are not ready to take prescription. Because you don't know how diseased are you. That is the problem. Who will come and tell that you are diseased? Acharya will come and tell you. Acharya like Srila Prabhupada, Ramanandacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Vishnu Swami, Baldev Vidyabhushan, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Shankaracharya. They are the Acharyas who will come and tell you are diseased. I can literally see your disease top to bottom. No, I think I look fit. I think I'm okay. What can you do? So, this embryo, this covering of lust can be removed when you know what is lust. When you know what is lust, then it can be removed. First of all, you should know what is disease. You go and tell this to people outside. People are covered with their ego. How can you tell? Recently, I don't know whether to share this or not. Okay, can be shared. In my office, we are having some prasad. Office में prasad? हाँ, मेरे office में prasad ही आता है every evening. So employees were sitting. So one person was commenting about one hero. Oh, what a hero! What movies he makes and all that. A very famous hero in Telugu. Right? So he's a 70-year-old fellow, wears a wig till here, and does all kinds of dances. Stupid fellow on the planet. Now, somebody was commenting on that hero. Then I said, what values is he propagating in that age? What is his age and what is that he is propagating? Immediately one fan came. That hero's fan, he came. How? Sir, you can't tell like that. So what did I tell? Why he is doing such kind of baseless, lusty, disturbing songs with young girls who can be his granddaughter's daughter? Right? Why is he doing all this nonsense? No, sir, he built a hospital. He built so much treatment free he is giving. So good, Re Baba. When did I say he is not? He's not. He's giving. He's giving donations. But why is he doing this? He doesn't have to do this. No, he is the best assistant of his director. He is the one who declares, whatever my director says, I'll do. See the problem here. He is so attached to this person, he is not able to see any faults also. He is not able to see any faults. What is that fellow? That fellow is a womanizer. That fellow is a joker in the entire industry. People are laughing at him. Right? And he is doing such ridiculous things at that age with young girls. And you are praising that fellow? No. He is just doing he is great because he follows his director. Then I asked him, following director, is it so important? Don't you have values inside? No. Everybody has to follow the boss. Whatever boss says, you have to do. Then I asked him, I'll ask you to withdraw 1 lakh rupees from the bank, cash, company bank code. Huh? And then take that money, give me 50%, you take 50%. Will you do? He said, yes, I'll do. Because you're boss, I have to do. Then I understood. What can I explain that person in Tamoguna? Clear Tamoguna. Tamoguna you can't explain. I said, okay, thank you very much. People are in Tamoguna, in Kali Yuga. They are attached to the wrong thing. What is that? Ram Rahim Dabar, that other fellow is there, no? Ridiculous fellow in North India. He raped a woman. He murdered. He is a criminal. Right? No, he does a lot of charity. Okay, he is doing charity, but at the cost of that, what is he doing? He got convicted, he's in jail. No, that's okay. He's still doing some good things. When you become attached to the wrong person, according to your nature, you will find a person of similar nature and both will be part of the crime. I met one family here in Alkapuri township. I went to give satsang in one family. After the whole satsang, one of the persons sitting in the family, in the satsang, he said, Prabhuji, before you go, can you come to my house? I said, okay, I can come. Where is it? In the same building. I said, then I'll come because I have to go. He took me into that house and all the way I can see Ram Rahim Darbar. All his pictures everywhere. You know what he was saying? Everything that you told in the lecture exactly suits my guru. Then I got a doubt, what am I speaking? I asked my wife, am I speaking sense or what? Hiranyakashipu inside me came out or what? What did I speak? She said, no, you spoke normal only. What did you understand? I am speaking about the qualities of Ramanujacharya and he felt they are the qualities of Ram Rahim Darbar. So according to his quality, according to his consciousness, he takes the knowledge accordingly. So how fortunate are we that we are getting the right knowledge in the right consciousness? Very fortunate. That's why I told, don't tell, I'll tell you, I'll ask you definitely. So don't tell confidential Vedic knowledge to people who are not inclined toward devotion. That's one of the, aparads in Padma Puran it is given. Don't tell the glories of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam to people who are not interested or people whose conscience is not right. You can tell little, that's why we conduct SSR, right? Science of Self-Realization. When I started this batch, there were 120 people. By the time I finished SSR, there were 12 people. And now it's slowly balancing, coming and going. Right? Filtration happens automatically. Right? My class is 2.5 hours. If somebody is not interested, he'll anyway run away. Another filtration. Point is very simple. We should be very fortunate to get that consciousness. We are very fortunate to come in contact with A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who did not compromise in telling spade as a spade. He didn't compromise. He told, you are a rascal, you are a rascal. There is no discussion on that. Sometimes Guru has to be very heavy. Sometimes Guru has to be very heavy. Then only we will become light. Otherwise, we are carrying so much of ego, so much of lust. How will we change? We can't change. The Guru has to tell what is truth, in a nice way, in an instructive way, in a constructive way, to help us change, not to make us run away. Some people will anyway run away, that's a different thing. But, it's I don't know why I went in the direction. It's telling something. Helplessness. We have to become helpless. Thank you. Thank you for helping me. Helplessness. A prayer without helplessness is not a prayer. A bhajan without helplessness is not a bhajan. There are many good bhajan singers. Many good bhajan singers are there. Oh, if you go to YouTube and type on this bhajan, full, that Mataji will be, her hair is nicely, the nice chudidar she's wearing or nice this thing, and she's doing all gimmicks, right? And all actions, camera is moving. You think hearing that bhajan Krishna will come? Huh? Krishna will come? Mere baake bihari. Krishna will not come. Krishna has better people to sing bhajans in the spiritual world. What action you are doing? No. Krishna will come when the prayer is genuine. When the prayer is filled with love. And even if you don't sing it properly, even your tune is horrible, even your tone is horrible, pronunciation is horrible, right? Krishna doesn't care. And it was an elephant. What elephant can chant? Came running. Right? So helplessness. When we become helpless, then we can conquer lust. Lust means full self-centric enjoyment, thinking I am the doer. I want to get enjoyed. I am the center. Bhakti means you are the center. And I am your servant. Right? When you become helpless in bhakti, and don't worry, he'll make us helpless. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. I used to meet one of my relatives, a multi-millionaire, very, very rich fellow. Very egoistic. When I came to Krishna consciousness, he used to tease me. You went, you left this, left that. I don't know what enjoyment, this, that, this. Then I said, okay, that's okay. You're not interested, that's fine. I'm happy. I don't know whatever, I'm happy. Then if I'm happy, what can he tell? He can't tell anything, right? So every time I used to go, sometimes I used to meet him once, he used to show his opulence. He's called me, see, I bought this car, 1.5 crore. How is it? I used to tell what? I'm happy. I'm happy with my Maruti 800. I don't have a problem. He wants to see me unhappy. Because that will give him happiness. Right? They're a lusty person, right? I want to be the top. I want to be the top. So I bought this house in Banjara Hills. Once he called for a groprovation. 3-story house. How much? He only told. I didn't ask also. He will not care about any other guest. He will take me to every place personally. Showing room by room. See this. I say, how is it? I'm happy. I know you're happy, but see. पूरा दिखा है, पूरा घर एक कॉर्नर बाथरूम के साथ दिखा. Okay, everybody, you're happy. I'm happy. Recently met me. He understood. Whatever he understood, I don't know what he understood. He met me and said, now I only have one prayer for God. I said, really? You're praying? What is that prayer? I don't want anything. Pure devotion. What happened to him? He said, I don't want anything. I don't go to God to ask for anything. I said, really? He wanted to post something. That also he wants to be in highest position, right? He said, what is your prayer? I'm just telling God, whatever I have, just retain that. I can't live without all this. That's why I don't have any expectation of God. Whatever is there, retain. Is that not a prayer? What was my response? I'm happy. So people are like that. Materialistic people are like, they can't see us happy. They want to make sure, even in Satsang, they'll come and try to pose. I came in BMW. I work in this company in director position. I'm from this caste. Some foolish people, they come to Satsang also discuss caste. I'm Kamma, I'm Tumma, I'm Reddy, I'm Chaudhary, I'm Mishra, I'm Kurana, I'm Singh. People are there. Kali Yuga means like that. Third class people will come. I'm also third class. What to do? Right? So people will come. Here also they will try to compare with each other. My brand, your brand. I sponsored the feast. Go there also. Ego is there. What do you do? But in midst of all this, we do kirtan. When we discuss this philosophy. And Krishna comes as a savior for all of us. And he says, you are in an embryo. Take help of a guru. Right? You're stuck inside a womb. You are a mirror. Beautiful. You can't see yourself. Cleanse the mirror. You have fire inside you. You are part of me. Aham bija pradapitaha. You are as pure as me. My dear Mataji, my dear Prabhu, you are as pure as me. But you are covered by smoke. Smoke of your ego, smoke of your recognition, smoke of your pride, smoke of your illusion. No surrender. You have no respect, no helplessness. Come to Satsang regularly. He is preparing us for the most highest reversal in life. People who come to Satsangs are going to face big reversals. Sorry, if I put that board outside, nobody will come. But the mere reason you are coming to Satsang is because Krishna loves you, is preparing you for something that you are not prepared right now. And just a matter of time, you will become prepared, and then you'll appreciate. Thank you, Krishna. Now I understood how you saved me. Right? The greatest person who saves you is not the one who saves you. The greatest savior is the one who prepares you to save yourself. Again, if a parent is all the time saving the child, what will happen when the parent is gone? Can the child save himself? No. But who is a great parent then? A parent will allow the child to go through the suffering. Standing beside him saying, I am there with you, don't worry, I am there with you. I am there with you. But you have to learn to save yourself. That is a real parent. Today parenting is exactly opposite. Exactly opposite. In earlier days, parenting means go through. Go through. Voluntarily go through what you are supposed to go through. And he will become so strong that he can face any problem. Right? As devotees, Prabhupada and Matajis, we are telling this philosophy, this high philosophy of Bhagavad Gita we are discussing. Why? So that we become more stronger from within. And tomorrow when a problem comes, you will face it. I'm not telling you will not get scared. I'm not telling you will not get disturbed. You'll get disturbed, you'll get scared, you'll get everything. But you'll remember Krishna. You know what to do when you are in trouble. What are you supposed to do? Hold your hands. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sincerely do. And he will come and relieve you. He will remove you out of all the ignorance. That is the purpose of Satsang. Purpose of Satsang is to prepare us and repair us. Right? Okay, so I'll stop it here. I thought I'd finish the chapter today, but what is the time? 10:23. Yeah, 2 घंटा दिमाग खाया सभी लोगों का. ठीक है. Any questions, reflections? Next week we'll finish this chapter. Yes, you are lifting your hand for a long time. Yeah, go ahead.
Prabhuji, when you were talking about helplessness, I remembered Garandarshan Prabhuji, he recited a shloka in the second class of Why Trouble in Chanting. He recited Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhukaita Bhare Bhaktanukampin Bhagavan Murare Knaya Swamam Keshavalokanath Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
You are my Guru. Thank you. Whose mother-in-law is troubling anybody? Pura betting? Whose wife is troubling you? I mean, is your wife troubling you?
I cannot say my wife is here only.
Yes. The trouble is she is here only. Everybody is being troubled. Don't worry about that. सबका बैटिंग बॉलिंग चल रहा है, ठीक है? Everybody is being troubled. But point is what? Pray. All these troubles are coming so that we can become more prayerful. That's all. This whole material world is created to make us pray. Learn to pray. Give time to pray. Prioritize to pray. That is bhakti. Whichever sampradaya you come from, we should learn to pray. Whether or not you know a language, you understood or no, ultimately this is the destination. Fold your hands and pray. And the prayer will not fix the problem the way you want it to be fixed. The prayer will fix you. Today's Prabhupada's quote is what? Sometimes Krishna does the opposite and you become an atheist. Right? Or you'll go around to some other Baba, Daba, run around here and there. If not him, somebody else. वो बहुत पावरफुल है, ये बहुत पावरफुल है, इधर जाएंगे, उधर जाएंगे. Purpose is
Hands also we can pray.
huh?
Holding the hands like this, also we can pray.
If you have hands, use the hands. When you don't have
When you are
hands,
in action,
huh?
when you are in action and you want to pray and your hands are engaged, for example, I ride a scooter. I always talk about Hare Krishna, ride a scooter.
Yes. Then you don't fold hands, please. If you fold hands, your opposite person will pray.
In that situation, there is no problem.
We have hands, we should pray. We should raise the hands.
Silent and you are sitting somewhere, you fold your hands.
Yes.
Apart from that, like you don't have anything else to think, unnecessary thought comes to you, then you keep on saying Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, then you feel some sort of activity. So in that case you can do it. Not necessarily that you have to fold your hands and pray. You do that in the morning when you get up or you sleep in the night. Sometimes you can fold your hands. Hare Krishna. So is it wrong apart from that when you are in action? That's what I mean.
Tatratipa niyamita smaranena kala. There is no niyama, there is no kala to pray.
Because you are going in a metro, it is full rush is there. And the holding hand don't like this.
Yeah.
And you expect me to fold in my hand.
No, why are you? I have two hands, so I showed like this. Next time I will not have hands, I can't show. It's okay.
That's also
These are external things, Prabhu. But externals also you should use. Going to temple and standing like this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Why? Chetal ichchandi kada. So, when you have hands, use the hands. When you are in a situation, use the hands. Right? That is the whole point. Yeah. But see, this whole thing about the Western, this is another propaganda thing only. Why rituals? Why rituals? Well, rituals help you in praying. There's nothing wrong. Rituals help you in praying. Use your hands, use your intelligence, use your money. Some people say, why God needs money? I should not give money. Who gave you money? He only gave, no? Can't you put something in his service? Is there a problem? All this false propaganda. Our ancestors gave their houses to Krishna. They gave their lands. So many properties of the temple. Who gave these properties to the temple? People gave. Is anybody giving that property to the temple? God, no? You want to die with all your properties around you. You will come back there like a dog, guarding that property in next life also. Our ancestors gave. In Tamil Nadu, villages are given to temple. Entire village is given to the temple. Zamindars, they gave. Not zamindars, but the kings, they gave this. Why they gave? Because even if nobody will take care of you, in future this land will take care of you. Bhoga will continuously come. My dear Lord, my body is temporary, I will die in some time. Let me give enough resources so that even after I am gone, for some good amount of time, your services will continue. Right? That is very good. So engage your hands, engage your head, engage your resources. Whatever best you can do it for Krishna. And when you do it, that gives you satisfaction. If it is giving you pride that I have done this, then you have not done the right thing. See, if I am getting 10 lakhs per month net income, I have all 2-3 cars in the house, my wife listens to me, my children are obedient, I don't have a boss, I don't have any disease, will I pray? You will not pray. You will not pray. You cannot pray. Everything is going perfect for you. He is the most unfortunate person. He is the most, spiritually, such a person is the most unfortunate person. Because he cannot pray. Even if he wants, the prayer is not coming from within. It's not coming. But a person who got diagnosed with a terminal disease, whose family is shattered, whose job is almost gone, nobody in the house understands him, he is struggling to explain his heart to anyone, nobody is there, he is going through turmoil, relationship is messed up, he folds his hand in front of Krishna and says, please help me. He is the most fortunate person. Why? Because he is able to pray. Okay, is he praying for bhakti or is he praying for getting back all those things? That is secondary. First, he is starting to pray. Then, he will attend a satsang, then he will understand. Why to ask for all these other things? They will ask, anyway come as per my karma. Let me pray. Let me pray for devotion to God. Then it will work. So we have to employ our best. Right? We have to employ. Prabhuji, we don't have to answer anybody how much donation I'm giving, what I did for God. You don't have to explain anybody. Nobody need to explain. He knows. Bhava grahita nardana. He knows everything. He knows everything. What you can do, what you could do, to the best of your ability, he knows. Who is a devotee in this entire satsang? He knows. If you are thinking I am a devotee, you are a fool. Because he knows. I can be a nice orator. I can crack jokes also. I can speak in a way people are impressed. But deep inside I am lusty. Who knows? He knows. In front of whom am I doing natak? In front of Radha Madhav. I am doing natak. And will I be satisfied? I will not be satisfied. By doing all these satsangs also, I will not be satisfied. Because I am not doing it for him. And you all are coming sincerely. You are sitting here for such a long time, hearing. But deep inside, nahi hai. Intention bhi nahi hai. What are the qualities of, okay, I'll end with this. What are the qualities of people I will pray for in this satsang? If I have to choose the top 10, if I have to pray, Krishna came in front of me, I'm just allegorically saying, Krishna came in front of me. And I have to immediately pray. Krishna says, okay, you can pray for 10 people. What are the qualities of those people that I'll pray for? Of people who are coming here?
Come frequently.
Huh?
Come frequently.
Okay, devotees who are coming regularly. Right? Do you all agree with this? Yes. What are the top 10 qualities that I will pray for in front of Krishna? Who are coming regularly?
Listen to
No,
the
आप ये
class.
तो everybody is saying, अरे बाप रे, पूरा खोल रहा है.
Listen to the class attentively.
Listen to the class attentively? Yes.
Do service.
No, allow others. You know, all the 10. He's very sincere. I'll pray for you. Definitely. Any day I'll pray. And you pray for me. Right? Tell me.
apply what you have learned, what you heard.
Trying to apply, at least intending to apply what you are hearing here. Right? When I see that, when somebody comes and says, Prabhu, I started this. Nice. One person has started. Of course, I am not the karta. If somebody says that, I'll feel very happy. Some change. Prabhu, I've stopped eating some things. I've stopped doing some things. I've stopped saying some things. I've started this. More than stopping, what you have started is more important. Do's are more important than don'ts. Right? Okay. Person who comes regularly, person who adheres regularly. What else is a quality? Applies, yeah. Third quality.
Service.
Huh?
Service.
Person who is looking forward for service. When there is a service opportunity, are running towards it. Right? Fourth quality. Fifth quality?
People who pray not only for them, but for others also.
People who pray for, when I see that you are helping others, praying for others. Yeah, very nice, correct. See, it's not about me. I'm not asking about me. Any person in the upadhi of a guru, when he's giving some service, what are the qualities he expects in others, which their benefit only. But who comes to their mind first? Who comes to their mind first? Huh? Yeah, Prabhu, you already told. Yeah. Application. Who are suffering more? Yeah, of course, But that's not a quality. It's not a quality. I'm asking for qualities. Why? Who will Prabhupada pray for in this satsang?
Eager to inquire, basically. Ask questions.
Eager to inquire, yeah. Inquisitive, that's very important. You are sitting here with the inquisitiveness to change yourself. You are inquiring to change. Yes, Mataji?
Who chants?
Yeah, you also told. Who are chanting, who are following the process. This is not a chanting machinery or chanting factory. That's not the point. Kali Yuga Dharma is there, given by Krishna. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama. Eva Kevalam, Kalau, Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gatrineta. Who are chanting, when a guru knows that, these people have started chanting, and this person is chanting minimal prescribed rounds, 16 rounds also. Yes, nice. They'll pray for them more, no? Again. What other quality?
Who propagates what they have learned.
Very nice. When we see that, you're not only learning here, you're going and telling 10 people. Or one person. I have learned this today. I want to share with you. It doesn't have to be a Vyasa-san and a guru and everything. No, just share what you heard. What other quality? Yes. Huh?
Faith.
Who is developing faith? Is developing faith. Their actions are showing that their faith is increasing. Right? In reversals also, they are chanting, they are coming regularly. Anything bad happens, first thing what people do? Chanting. First thing, immediately leave. No, faith. If we see that in spite of all reversals, faith is continuing, means good. When a guru sees that, he feels very happy. Oh, good. I am able to help people. People are changing. What else? What else pleases the guru? Whom will he pray for? Being humble and sincere. Yes, by hearing the instructions and following them. Yeah, we already discussed that in a bit. Yeah. What else? Feeling? How do you know you're surrendered? How do I know that somebody is surrendered here? Helplessness. Yeah, okay. Still waiting for one very important one.
Desire.
One who follows the Yama Niyama. Yeah. Do's and don'ts.
Has less desires comparatively to others.
One who is not less desires. We will have unlimited desires, but spiritual desires. Desires are spiritual more than material.
Thankful to Krishna because he gave us this opportunity to learn.
Thankful to Krishna that he has given this opportunity, this whole facility. We are sitting here, mic is working, battery is still there. Huh? He created a situation, we are all coming here. Thankful to gratitude to Krishna. Yes, when a guru sees that your gratitude to Krishna is increasing,
Guru's intention is best for the disciple and disciple follows Guru's intention.
Who believes that the intentions of Guru are pure and important, we should follow whatever he says, instructions. Yes. Most important thing. All of these are important. Yes, bro?
Doing seva out of going beyond to do seva.
Exactly. Going out of your comfort zone to do seva. Not doing seva in my comfort zone. My comfort zone is like this. Bhakti starts after the comfort zone. Where you go beyond the comfort. Comfort zone में कुछ भी करे क्या है? Doesn't affect you anyway, right? That is not. Most important thing. Priority. When a guru sees that this person is prioritizing spiritual life, he will pray for him. Priority. Right? How do you know who is prioritizing? How do you know that somebody is prioritizing spiritual life?
Coming to satsang regularly, coming on time.
Thank you. Before time, not on time. I'm demanding too much today. Priority matters, right? Prabhuji, then, see, we all are doing sacrifices. We all have to do sacrifice in service of Krishna, not to glorify each other. I was feeling a little dizzy. Right? I was continuously dizzy. So immediately called, get some electrolytes. I don't know why. Right? But this is priority. Doing satsang is priority. Don't glorify me. I'm a third class rascal. But then I'm just telling you. Service. Priority. You might also be feeling something. But priority. The Guru should tell, Arey Baba, don't come. Now is not, go. That means you please the heart of a Guru. You are going beyond your comfort zone. Do what is needed. When he sees the priority in you, then mercy will flow. Who is Guru here? All of your Gurus only. Everybody is a Guru in some way or the other to somebody. How you are impressing the opposite person by doing your actions, words, intentions, you are affecting the hearts of others. Right? So, priority. It should be visible in your life. What is priority? Satsang is priority. प्रभु जी हमारे घर में काम वाली 9 बजे को आती है प्रभु जी, काम वाली 10 बजे को जाती है प्रभु जी, 10:30 will come to satsang प्रभु. Who is priority? Krishna or काम वाली? कौन priority है? Who will save you at the time of death? काम वाली? Huh? No, right? Priority. It shows everything. When a devotee is prioritizing means he loves Krishna, loves satsang, loves philosophy, loves God, loves kirtan, loves everything. Khatam. Buck stops there. Priority. That shows everything combined in one place. When you are prioritizing means you'll also follow the process. You'll also apply in your life. Priority. We have to prioritize. We have to prioritize. Otherwise, you will not get benefit. You will not get benefit. In satsang, you can go to satsang for 20 years. Whenever you want to go, you go. You also do bhajan. Sometimes you cry also. Sometimes you give big donation also. Sometimes you show your feelings also. But Krishna knows what is your priority. What is your priority? And just because you are coming on time, does it show you are prioritizing? No. Because everybody's situation is different. What you all did to come here, Krishna knows. So it's a very inner aspect I'm talking, Prabhupada and Mataji. Very, very subtle inner aspect. Ultimately, the satsang is not to impress you, me, you or nothing. Impress him. If our hearts are changing, we are prioritizing, काम हो गया. If we are doing everything but hearts are not changing, श्रम एव हि केवलम. ठीक है ना? So please keep this in mind. Whatever you are doing, give your best. Satsang means give your best. If there is nothing stopping you, be here at 7:45. Help in setting up. When I come here, everybody is there. Will it please me or will you sab kyun aa gaye? Will I feel like that? You know what I'll feel? I should also come on time. I should not make anybody wait. Right? That is my anartha. But I'm telling you, we are all struggling with anarthas. But we have to give our best to Krishna. In Satsang, give your best. When you are hearing Bhagavad Gita, you are learning Bhagavad Gita here, it's not to go and tell outside people I finished Bhagavad Gita. It's to tell yourself, yes, I think I have understood Bhagavad Gita. It's a feeling. We only did 3-4 verses today. But 3-4 verses about our nature, about anarthas, about lust. 3 verses we did today. But 3 verses should go into your heart. That yes, I understood. Application will take time, but clarity. Right? And you're desperate for next week. Rosie, please tell next week. No. What is going to happen next? Like that. That desperateness should be there. Gauranga Darshan Prabhu recently came. He did a series on Brihad Bhagavatamrut, Gopakumar Katha. In between he stopped. He said, I can't finish it. Now we are all desperate when will he come back. So he's literally chasing me. Prabhu, please, 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 please. Oh, I'll tell. No, Prabhu, please tell. Until he fixed the date, October 2nd to October 12th. Okay, done. By doing so, am I irritating him or am I making him happy? Sadhu is very happy. When he sees there are people who want to hear him, to hear katha from him. Sadhu doesn't need a good Vyasasan or a nice prasad. No. Sadhu needs sincere people who will hear. That's all Sadhu needs. Such a Sadhu is real Sadhu. So that is required. So we'll be doing some planning activities going forward. I will let you know some Rath Yatra planning. You all will get tremendous opportunities to serve Lord Jagannath in schools. Today Anil Prabhu and Shalu Mataji, they are not here. They came up. They came here. They set up everything and they went in service. They are going to some schools to encourage them to do Rath Yatra. When all this is finalized, right, then I will let you know in which schools you also have to go along with some of us for 2 hours in the morning, 8 to 10 o'clock, do some service. Are you all ready? Yes. Yeah? Yes, you should do that. How many here came to the boat festival? How was it? Na bhuto na bhavishyat. Right? How many people I told please come? Lift your hand. At least lift your hand. Next time please come. Prioritize. Why these things are important? Because they create deep impressions in your consciousness. These festivals, they create an impression which my words cannot do. Sometimes externally it cannot be done. When you are part of the festival, it creates a deep impression into you. At the time of your death, when you are barely able to breathe, you will remember the boat and Radha Krishna. That can only happen if you are coming to such festivals. 2,500 people are sitting around and the boat was moving. And everybody was chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Externally, people might make Instagram reels and all that. But internally, some permanent reels are made in your heart. Don't miss such kind of festivals. Especially, when you know that you only have to take a cab and come. Or just come with house responsibility, sab rahega. That is not going to change. Tomorrow morning, what are you doing, Mataji? Monday morning, what are you doing? Going to office. Anyway, no, you're going to office. Does it change anything? No, right? So why to bother about Monday morning, Tuesday morning? Now is the time. Do it. Tomorrow evening, His Grace Radhesham Prabhu is coming to Bhakti Center. You all can come. He's a pure soul, walking sadhu. He's a perfect sadhu. You all can come. Prabhuji, thoda mushkil hai, Prabhuji. Priority.
Tomorrow,
Sunday to Bhakti Center. ठीक है ना? Priority. And we are searching for another center. We are going to move that center. Due to some technical problems, we have to vacate that center. Now we have to move. So we are searching for a center. And most probably, the center will be on this Vihanga road. Most probably. If everything goes right. Right after this, I have to just go home and I have to go for the meeting to meet the owner. Works out, the center will come. And I will request contributions from every one of you to set up the center. It's our center. Right? Many people here will benefit. Nice ambience. This is also nice ambience, but a lot of things will happen. So what is Krishna doing? Looking at our sincerity and priority, he is coming close to us. So कहते हैं ना, you take one step, he takes 1,000 steps. You don't even know, but he's doing everything.
Please make it work.
Let us see. आगे बात करना है. Rent is a little high, cost is a little high, but we will have to make it work. I'll let you all know. Everybody, please, pray that it should be very closer to where we are. It's better. But closeness also brings laziness. That's another problem. You know who comes to Satsang in the beginning? People who stay very far away. People who stay just beside building, they'll come late. But people who stay somewhere in Manikonda or somewhere in Sikandrabad, they are coming before it. That is the nature of a human being. What to do? So anyway. Cyberabad, it will be a temple. This is the center.
But Satsang cannot be connected.
There also satsangs will happen. Different kind of satsang will happen. Different schedules it will happen. Now also it's happening. Sunday evening they have a class. There's a devotee called Nam Prem Prabhu is taking class. Many more classes.
Center cannot be shifted.
Then people are very lazy, they don't go from here to there. So Krishna wants to be everywhere. Preaching should happen everywhere. According to the time, place and circumstance, we should do everywhere. All societies preaching should happen. And preaching should also happen in the temple. How many people can temple accommodate? Here, some of you ask questions today. If there are 2,000 people, can you ask questions? Will you get a chance? No, right? So it's better to be in small pockets. Become fixed in our devotion. Go there and perform devotion. You want to sing?
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada
Lalitaa Hiranyakashipu